Check 1 2 1 2. All right, here we go. Greetings, family. What's good with everyone? All right. Shout out to everyone that's joining us tonight. Peace, Quan. What's good with you? Did you get my last message? Check your cell phone. All right, cool. Peace. How's everyone doing? All right, welcome once again to the Serious Minds RNTV, and we're black yet again. All right, to have a very timely discussion. And tonight's subject we're going to deal with is the great debate. I don't know how great it was, but keep in mind, great doesn't always mean good. So the great debate, is it truth or fiction? All right. All right. So we're going to dive into this subject, and hopefully we'll be able to piece some things apart and try to figure out what happened in this debate. All right. Okay. We're talking about the debate between Kamala Harris and Mr. Pence. All right. Mr. Pence. All right. All right. So everyone that is joining us, hopefully you're not joining us for the first time. And why is my bathroom door just wide open like that? Hold on. All right. All right. If you're wondering why we didn't get a chance to come on, Facebook, it's because they got me blocked yet again. I don't know what's going on. I'll try to get on a little bit later on, see what's happening. All right, hold on for a second. I'll try to get on later on. Let me see. 1 second, family. I'm trying to get on now. Anyway, meantime, between time. All right. If you would like to participate in the Emergency Preparedness Class 3, there's the third one coming up December 10th. I think that's on a Thursday. All right. Submit your payments to www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. All right. Make sure you indicate what you're paying for in the notes. All right. And the cost is $40. It's a 3-hour class. All right. Okay. 3-hour class, $40. All right. It's half off to everyone that's participated in the first 2 classes. All right. Half off to everyone that participated in the first 2 classes. All right. Okay. Hold on for a second. 1 second, Quan. Okay, yeah. All right. 1 second, family. I'll be right there. Shout out to everyone on IG. Shout out to the Serious Minds family. Big Wink checking in. As always, remember it is half off everyone that's participated in the first 2. All right. All right, hold on, fam. I'm getting it right. Hold on. All right. All right, so Kamala Harris and Pence, Mike Pence, I believe that's his first name, Mike. All right, Mike Pence. If you would like to purchase any merchandise, you can, of course, visit ProfessorGriff.me. All right, ProfessorGriff.me. All right. If you would like the Serious Minds Brain Tonic, you can go to www.seriousmindsinstitute.com and or www.professorgriff.me. The cost for the Brain Tonic is $33 plus shipping and handling, which is going to be about $41. All right. All right. So make sure y'all kind of get it right. The Brain Tonic, I'm telling you, is not going to last long, family, nor is the Resurrection Formula. All right. So, and while we're on that subject, Resurrection Formula. We probably got to change that price because I noticed with the shipping and handling, the price is actually about $42.75, something like that. Whatever. All right. So we're just going to put 41. All right. Make sure it's fair to everyone. Okay. How's that? Okay, cool. All right. So the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. All right. Serious Minds Brain Tonic. And the Resurrection Formula. I think the Resurrection Formula is there. So after the 15th, we're going to, matter of fact, we're going to pour this weekend. So it should be available. All right. It should be available. Now, if y'all don't know what I'm saying over here on IG, hold on. Sorry to get y'all dizzy. We're talking about the Resurrection Formula. All right. Resurrection Formula. You can get it at www.professorgriff.me. All right. That's probably after this weekend, you can start ordering. All right. We're going to pour it this weekend. I want to make sure I have it in my hand. All right. And of course, a Serious Minds Brain Tonic. All right. All right. All right, family. Just want to make sure y'all have that. Here we go. Let me exit out of there. Let me come back, snatch my screen back. All right. All right. It was an interesting debate. What little I did catch. Who caught the debate? Quan, did you catch it? The new book coming soon. Get the green, black, and red in from Professor Griff, yours truly. The book is $24 and you can get it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have it available through my site, www.professorgriff.me. All right. Who caught the debate? You said you hope the formula worked? I don't know, man. If you got the 2-inch killer that don't function, I can't help you with that, but the formula works. You understand? You're going to have that conversation with the 2-inch killer. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Serious Minds platform. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share, family. All right. You seen about an hour of it? Okay. Who else has seen the debate, man? All right. We're going to find the debate. Aspects of it, at least, man. Let's see. Debate. Mike Pence. Right. I don't know if we should show everything. I'm trying to find some with some talking points. Yeah, let's just go over some talking points, man. So, first of all, what did y'all think of the debate? Let's start there. Cashmere Black, what's good? Uncle Griff, would I be wrong if I decide not to vote? I don't believe in any of the candidates. No, you only wrong if you say you're wrong. All right? No one's forcing you to vote. All right? You got to say to yourself, so I can't answer that question because I'm not on here. I don't have a platform where I can tell people to vote, not to vote, whatever. All right? So vote if you feel like voting is going to serve your overall objective. All right? Where's that homeschool life? Miss Homeschool Life, please give me a call. Text me. It's something I got to discuss with you, all right? All right? Get me up. You got my number already. Yeah, let's dive into a couple of these things that they talked about on the debate. I'm just curious. Let's just kind of scout around and see what these people are saying. Let's see. We're going to share the screen. No candidate is going to stop racism, in my opinion. And beautiful black skin, that is what I said. Who is discussing racism and who's discussing the economy right now and small businesses and the average American that do not have? Kamala did a great job. Prove to me Kamala did a great job. What did she do to do a great job for you to make that statement? Come on now. Rock with me. Get me to understand why you would make a statement like that. John Hamilton, give thanks. Really appreciate you. Come on. Support black-owned business. Please help support the Serious Minds platform by donating to the Cash App. That's $ Professor Griff and the Super Chat right here on YouTube. All right, until we get Facebook back up. We don't know what's going on with Facebook. It says you have been temporarily blocked from performing this action. So I guess that means they put me in Facebook jail or something. Is that how that works, family? All right. Help me out. Not letting me on. All right. Let's go. Hold on for a second. Let's find out what they're talking about.
From about 100,000 factory workers to probably about 7.
The presidential election, but is a tough questioner, drawing on her history as a prosecutor. How will things be different now that she's answering the questions tonight?
Well, I think you're going to see a mix of that. I mean, anytime we have seen Senator Harris on.
Let's begin with the ongoing pandemic that has cost our country so much. Senator Harris, the coronavirus is not under control. Over the past week, Johns Hopkins reports that 39 states have had more COVID cases over the past 7 days than in the week before. 9 states have set new records. Even if a vaccine is released soon, the next administration will face hard choices. What would a Biden administration do in January and February that a Trump administration wouldn't do? Would you impose new lockdowns for businesses and schools and hotspots? A federal mandate to wear masks? You have 2 minutes to respond without interruption.
Thank you, Susan. Well, the American people have witnessed what is the greatest failure of any presidential administration in the history of our country. And here are the facts. 210,000 dead people in our country in just the last several months. Over 7 million people who have contracted this disease. 1 in 5 businesses closed. We're looking at frontline workers who have been treated like sacrificial workers. we are looking at over 30 million people who in the last several months had to file for unemployment. And here's the thing. On January 28th, the Vice President and the President were informed about the nature of this pandemic. They were informed that it's lethal in consequence, that it is airborne, that it will affect young people, and that it would be contracted because it is airborne. And they knew what was happening and they didn't tell you. Can you imagine if you knew on January 28th, as opposed to March 13th, what they knew, what you might have done to prepare? They knew and they covered it up. The president said it was a hoax. They minimized the seriousness of it. The president said, you're on one side of his ledger if you wear a mask, you're on the other side of his ledger if you don't. And in spite of all of that, today they still don't have a plan. They still don't have a plan. Well, Joe Biden does. And our plan is about what we need to do around a national strategy for contact tracing, for testing, for administration of the vaccine, and making sure that it will be free for all. That is the plan that Joe Biden has and that I have, knowing that we have to get a hold of what has been going on, and we need to save our country. And Joe Biden is the best leader to do that. And frankly, this administration has forfeited their right to re-election based on this.
Thank you, Senator Harris. Vice President Pence, more than 210,000 Americans have died of COVID-19 since February. The U.S. death toll as a percentage of our population is higher than that of almost every other wealthy nation on earth. For instance, our death rate is 2.5 times that of Canada next door. You head the administration's coronavirus task force. Why is the U.S. death toll as a percentage of our population higher than that of almost every other wealthy country? And you have 2 minutes to respond without interruption.
Susan, thank you. And I want to thank the Commission and the University of Utah for hosting this event. And Senator Harris, it's a privilege to be on the stage with you. And our nation has gone through a very challenging time this year. But I want the American people to know that from the very first day, President Donald Trump has put the health of America first. Before there were more than 5 cases in the United States, all people who had returned from China, President Donald Trump did what no other American president had ever done. And that was he suspended all travel from China, the second largest economy in the world. Now, Senator Joe Biden opposed that decision. He said it was xenophobic and hysterical. But I can tell you, having led the White House Coronavirus Task Force, that decision alone by President Trump bought us invaluable time to stand up the greatest national mobilization since World War II. And I believe it saved hundreds of thousands of American lives. Because with that time, we were able to reinvent testing. More than 115 million tests have been done to date. We were able to see to the delivery of billions of supplies so our doctors and nurses had the resources and support they needed. And we began really before the month of February was out to develop a vaccine and to develop medicines and therapeutics that have been saving lives all along the way. And under President Trump's leadership, Operation Warp Speed, we believe we'll have literally tens of millions of doses of a vaccine before the end of this year. The reality is, when you look at the Biden plan, it reads an awful lot like what President Trump and I and our task force have been doing every step of the way. I mean, quite frankly, when I look at their plan that talks about advancing testing, creating new PPE, developing a vaccine, it looks a little bit like plagiarism, which is something Joe Biden knows a little bit about. And I think the American people know that this is a president who has put the health of America first, and the American people, I believe with my heart, can be proud of the sacrifices they have made. It's saved countless American lives.
Senator Harris, would you like to respond?
Absolutely. Whatever the vice president is claiming the administration has done, clearly it hasn't worked. When you're looking at over 210,000 dead bodies in our country, American lives that have been lost, families that are grieving that loss. And you know, the vice president is the head of the task force and knew on January 28th how serious this was. And then thanks to Bob Woodward, we learned that they knew about it. And then when that was exposed, The vice president said, when asked, well, why didn't y'all tell anybody? He said, because the president wanted people to remain calm.
Well, let's get
No, but Susan, this is important.
Susan,
I want to
have
add,
to
but
weigh in here.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I have to
I'm
weigh in.
speaking.
Yeah, you
So
can have
I
15 more
wanna-
seconds, and then we'll give the vice president
Thank
a
you.
chance to
So I
respond.
want to ask the American people, how calm were you when you were panicked about where you're going to get your next roll of toilet paper? How calm were you when your kids were sent home from school and you didn't know when they could go back? How calm
Thank
were
you.
you
Thank
when
you,
your
Senator
children
Harris.
couldn't see your parents because you were afraid they could kill them?
Let's give Vice President Pence a chance to respond. Vice President Pence, you have 1 minute to
You know,
respond.
there's not a day gone by that I haven't thought of every American family that's lost a loved one. And I want all of you to know that you'll always be in our hearts and in our prayers. But when you say what the American people have done over these last 8 months hasn't worked, that's a great disservice to the sacrifices the American people have made.
I'm referring
The
to
reality,
the
if I may finish, Senator, the reality is Dr. Fauci said everything that he told the president in the Oval Office, the president told the American people. Now, President Trump, I will tell you, has boundless confidence in the American people, and he always spoke with confidence that we'd get through this together. But when you say it hasn't worked, when Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx and our medical experts came to us in the second week of March, they said if the president didn't take the unprecedented step of shutting down roughly half of the American economy, that we could lose 2.2 million Americans. And that's the reality.
Thank you.
They also
Thank you,
said
Vice
to us, if we
President
did
Pence.
everything right, Susan, we could still lose more than 200,000 Americans.
Vice
Now,
President
one
Pence.
life.
All right, family. I don't think I can take too much more of that. What do you guys think from the few questions that we did hear from, or the answers that we did hear from Mike Pence and Kamala Harris? Personally speaking, matter of fact, let me leave my personal out of it. All right. So what do y'all think? All right. Peace, Rashawn Corbin. What's good with you? All right. And the Academy Award goes to you're right. Butterfly Goddess. She said, and the Academy Award goes to, she's quick to let Pence talk. Yeah. I think if you were to rate this on the scale of intelligence, using intelligence, if you were to rate this by previous debates by vice presidents for the vice presidency, pardon me, where would it fare? Is this the reality that black people are going to have to deal with? That possibly one of these particular individuals that we're listening to right now are in a position where they could easily become the president of the United States? I know what you're saying, Griff. They are debating for the vice presidency. I know, but if something happened to the president, then they move up into the presidency. Am I right or wrong? Okay, so let's understand that. Do they sound presidential to you? Is it going to be the COVID-19, the pandemic, or some of y'all say the plandemic or the scamdemic, that's going to determine who's going to sit in the seat for 4 years? I don't know. I don't think I've heard. I haven't heard from Pence up until now. I really can't put my finger on either one of them scammers. I don't know. I just don't. This system, it's hard for me to believe in this system, this two-party system. So Beautiful Black Skin says, okay, so Kanye's not running. So, yeah. Two faces, same coin, someone said. Okay. I'm not excited for either. Pence flies low, but he's been caught lying. Okay, and Kamala is faking black. Absolutely right about that. We don't, as a people, black people, we just don't trust Kamala Harris. She don't seem like she's like DBL, down by Lord, down with us, however you want to say it. I don't hear anything from any one of them that even lends any kind of notion that they plan to do anything for black people. Her record is bad. His record is bad. Biden's record is bad. Trump's record is bad. It's like, yeah. So, yeah. So what do you guys think? Don Perignon, Kamala Harris is married to a white man, so stop. No, you can't get it. She don't like black men. That's why she locked black men up. Look at all of their records when it comes to them and how they handle black people. Give thanks, LaShawn Thomas. Really appreciate you, good bro. Drive safe. All right, so are we supposed to vote for the lesser of two evils? Y'all tell me. VC, you're absolutely correct. Nothing will change until we come together and change it. Even if we have to live under this two-party system. All right, we can live better than we're living now. Yeah, Candace Owens is the worst. Peggy Carter, you're right. Evil is evil. Child of Ogun said, I choose not to vote for evil at all. There is a third party that was started. Boxing Live with Chris Gavin. Nope, you're absolutely correct. Michelle Edwards. Black people always looking for a savior, especially a white savior. You had 8 years of a black so-called savior in Barack Obama, and what happened? What happened? Come on, family. This is a process that you go through every 4 years. And there's a significance in that process, that ritual. Every 4 years, you having to vote for a president. Thank you very much. Someone said the selection has already occurred. How many people think the voting is rigged? The election is rigged. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Thank you. I do too. I think it's rigged. What makes y'all think that it's not rigged? Is this truth or fiction that we're dealing with? All right? What are we talking about here then? Let's be very real and very honest with one another. As a matter of fact, be honest with yourself. All right, I see whoever this Corona Black is. I see you don't sip some juice. Black and silver, said Kamala, cannot relate to the struggles Black Americans experience because her mother is Indian and her father is Jamaican. Two different cultures entirely. Michelle Edwards said these parties are backed by white supremacy. So do you really think they're going to do anything for us? Nope. So you think that Donald Trump is going to remain the president because it's rigged? Okay, it's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. That's Amari. If you vote for them, aren't you lending your energy and your spirit to them? Your resources? Smart Investing 90 says the Electoral College is the true selector. The selection is rigged. So we have to look, even if you're going to vote, you have to have an educational component to that and educate yourself. All right? Know who the candidates are, know their history. What is their position when it comes to Black people? What are they bringing to the table this time that's going to change your condition? Let's think. The Hawk says, Dr. Claude Anderson said that Black folks should remove themselves from the political realm of things and practice group economics and grow your own politician and put money behind them to do our bidding. That makes perfect sense to me. Biden only selected Kamala so he can get the Black woman's vote. It's called pandering. All right? Great Filibuster says, I think they will use COVID to institute a digital Fed coin that could be used to silence digital outlets like this one. If they don't agree with what you are supporting, your coin is locked. Not good. Well, they already locked me off of Facebook. I'm trying to figure out why. Need to know says, here's the question. Since the selection happens instead of an election, what the esoteric significance of getting the people to stop what they are doing and focus their energy on the selection? Yeah, what is that ritual? What is that thing called? All right, you move from a selection, from an election to a selection. All right, and then everyone has to stop what they're doing, line up, lend all your energy to a vote. Each party of vampires feeding off the energy of our melanin, the energy source of all. Okay? It's a construct. It's a construct mind fuck. Okay? To make you believe the system is actually working and benefiting you. Has the system worked for black people? Has the system worked for black people? These are valid questions that I'm asking that needs to be answered. Shonda Dixon, you're absolutely correct. She didn't say anything about doing anything for black people. Lyricist says, hell to the no. Hell to the no. Our condition has not necessarily changed to the point where we can wield that kind of power to throw the balance of this dual system out of whack. Some people say we have that power, but enough of us don't come together in order to do that. So has the system worked against black people? If it has, then in what way? Has voting for black people worked? She actually did previously. She said, I'm not going to just do anything for black people. No. Wow. Wow. The system was clearly created and designed by them, for them, not us. And they make that apparently clear. Her name describes her energy. Okay. We have the numbers, but not the unity. We have the numbers, but not the unity. Okay. No, we should not depend on the oppressor or those that the oppressive system of racism and white supremacy props up to put in front of us. We're not voting for Kamala Harris because she claims to be black and she can wear a certain pair of sneakers or whatever. Yeah, we lack the organizational cohesiveness and strength because of our inability to get together and come together and stay together for an overall agenda that we should be pushing in the face of not only the vice presidents, but the president and those that are running and debating for the highest office in this particular land. Greetings, Professor from Vine City, Atlanta, GA, Historical West Side. Peace. Miracle T-Babe. So what kind of outcomes, what kind of conclusions did you make because of the debate? What kind of conclusions did you draw up? I've seen some white women talk about, well, once I watch this, I'm going to determine who I'm going to vote for. Wow. Interesting point, Daniel Oliver. Says my city, Minneapolis, definitely fentanyl. I guess that's getting ready to turn up. They just let the officer go a couple of days ago. All right, so if he made bail, all right, and he hit the street, you don't think Kamala Harris and Mike Pence and Joe Biden and Donald and the rest of these people, 45, see these people and what's about to go on? How come none of them are speaking to these things? Sin Cara. It's going to take more than another president to make change to all the ongoings with racial justice. Just look at black people getting killed and nothing is being done. Well, something is being done. D-Train said we got a long way to go. Edison Kinney says if a people cannot come together and stay together, are they not divided and conquered? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Master Lee coming to you live from Carrollton. All right. What do you think it's going to take? I thought that was the rhetoric before Donald Trump became president. I'm going to vote for Trump because this is not me. This is what I was hearing. I'm going to vote for Trump because if Trump is in, maybe it'll force us to do what we're supposed to do. Well, damn, Negro, did it force you to do what you were supposed to do? All these people that voted for Trump, did it force you to do what you're supposed to do? And why is it that you have to be forced to do it? Now, you're right, Richard Romero. That's one of the questions I wanted to bring up. And everybody on IG, did y'all see that at the debate, the only thing that they was talking about was the fly that was on Mike Pence's head? Did y'all see that? That's the only thing they talked about. When I woke up in the morning, I said, the only thing that they're talking about is the fly that was on this dude's head? On a human level, did any of them say anything that's going to help the human family move forward, especially in America? You say that's the whole point of the game? Okay. Yeah, Alex, a fly landed on his head. So I think we need to understand, what is the debate designed to do? Let's answer that question. What is the debate designed to do? Crazy 1980, what's good with you, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What is the debate designed to do? Both diverted and pivoted on questions. Stutter man, what's good? Why is it that we tend to want to go along with the people that we already know? Like, I keep hearing this talk about Democrat, Republican. Were black people enslaved under the Republicans or the Democrats? Help me out. Yeah, the fly was a distraction and it kept us away from trying to grasp the more important issues that they should have laid out, and they didn't lay them out. enslaved. We was enslaved under both parties, right? Okay. Someone said Democrats. Someone said we were enslaved under the Democrats, and the Republican Party was the abolitionist group. So we weren't enslaved under Republicans? Someone, D-Train said the Fly won the debate. Someone said, oh, someone said the president having COVID was a hoax. It was fake. Yeah, I did think that, I have to admit. To garner sympathy and empathy from the people. People will feel sad. He'll find his way out of the debates. And yeah. Vaughn Young, 150 blacks and 20 whites started the Republican Party. Where are you getting this information at, Vaughn Young? 150 blacks and 20 whites started the Republican Party? Where are you getting this information from? Thanks, Joe King. Well, with that being said, slavery was a choice. Thank you, Kanye West. Really appreciate that. Yep. You're right, Quan. Who gives a damn? It's two wings of the same damn bird. But I want to know who started the Republican Party. Captain, oh Captain, my Captain, you got to take the class, man. I got it coming up on December 10th. All right. He asked, what should I keep in mind when buying my first handgun? Come to the class, man. I'm going to put the flyer up for the class this weekend, rather. I'm sorry. Thank you, Big Wink. We were enslaved under the Republicans, so I don't know who's trying to throw that monkey wrench in the game. And the Democrats. Melanin Gaia, I'm my own savior. Thank you very much, sis. Yeah, the Republican Party was the Dixiecrats. The Democrats and the Dixiecrats. The Dixiecrats, the Democrats was just the Dixiecrats without the Southern accent. Old Jim Crow Joe Biden, he fondled the little babies in your face in his open season with Pamela. You mean Kamala? Or Kamala? Well, it's different people for different times of the day for different people, Captain. Yeah, it's whenever you have time. I don't know what kind of schedule you have. Griff, what's up, cuz? Muhammad in the comments. Peace, what's good with you? Yeah, we were enslaved under the Democrats and the Republicans, and both claimed to be Christians. Is that a solution? Miss African Roots? Is separate reparations, then separation? Is that the answer? Get the reparations and then separate? Thank you. The Hawk said it perfectly. I like how we're talking about this and not voting blindly like we did with Barack Obama. We're just not voting blindly because he's black. Wow. Yeah, the Democrats was in the South also. We're not forgetting that fact. You have to determine what is going to convince you to even want to vote. Do you know enough about the voting process? Do we understand the position that the Electoral College and the role the Electoral College plays in all of this? All right. How does the voting process work? What is wrong with understanding that we can form a third party? All right. The Green Party was doing it. I supported the Green Party. All right. Now, that was several years ago, or more than several years ago, but yeah. Why do people keep trying to focus on what party was in the South during slavery as if that was the last damn thing that happened? We were Jim Crowed in the South, North, East, and West. So what party, both parties did it. Angel B said it. Both parties still need to get the hell on, but y'all won't let them go. It's like an abusive person in your relationship, but you won't let him go. He keep beating on you. He keeps saying he want to leave, but you keep pulling him by his underwear. Stop playing. Let them go and unite with your own. Exactly, Quan. Who supports your agenda? And then what is your agenda? If you don't have no agenda, I can see you just going to vote just to be voting, just to get out the house. Good point. Danny Carmichael says, we don't elect the president or the vice president, but the other elections and uniform voter is worse than someone who doesn't vote. Well, an uninformed, you meant to say, voter is worse than someone who doesn't vote. Yes, let's do our history. Someone says, simply put, what does flies attract? You're right. Too many black people too afraid to come together to create a third party. Shout out to Johnny Taylor. Shout out to Shane Shakur. Mr. Hassan Burton. I ain't seen you in here. All right. The great filibuster's black and back. So in my meeting tonight with the Alternative Black Studies course, all right, we're revamping it. We're resetting it. So actually it's going to start on Monday. So I'm sending a letter out to everyone that has ever participated in the Alternative Black Studies course. And there's some people that haven't. If you would like to get in on the Alternative Black Studies course, the good time to do it is on Monday. I'm sending a letter out to everyone. All right. So look for that, the Alternative Black Studies course. We need to get a thorough knowledge of self. I put that course together and it was designed to do just that. Give us a thorough knowledge of self. All right. You don't think we need a third party? HK, what do we need? Do we need reparations and then separation? Jesse said a third party is called Unity. And get the fuck out of Dodge. All right, family. If you would like to support independent black media, you can do so by hitting my cash app. It's $ Professor Griff. Whatever you send is very much appreciated. All right. You can purchase any of the books on www.professorgriff.me. You can take advantage of the courses and the classes that we have. The class is coming up. Survival Preparedness Class 3 is coming up December 10th. You can participate in that. You can participate in the Alternative Black Studies course, which is online now. All right. That's going to restart again on Monday. All right. Just hit me up. Go to SeriousMindsInstitute.com, SeriousMindsInstitute.com, or just hit me up at SeriousMindsInfo@gmail.com. Go to my website, www.ProfessorGriff.me, or just simply text me or call me, 678-557-2919. All right. All right. I love you all to life. I got to get ready to get out of here. Any more questions, just text them to me or email, SeriousMindsInfo@gmail.com. Participate in the classes, fam. The book will be out during Kwanzaa, so I got it slated for Kwanzaa. Let's make it happen, family. Shout out to all the Serious Minds family. Love you all to life. All right. All right, Quan, we'll talk. All right. That homeschool life, hit me up. Got to ask you a few things. I love you all to life. I had to get out of here. It's Professor Griff. Peace, man. Serious minds for serious minds. Seriously. Peace, fam. Peace.